3, 2, 1. And we're live. Live. I already tweeted out. Just need to do this. There we go. Open to new ideas. That's the title for today. Yes. Who's here? Polka Latte. Hello, Polka Latte. Whoa.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those cables. Maybe we get a new one.
It's a crackly cake.
Wow. All right. All of that.
It's a crackly cable. There
All
we
of
go.
that happened right now.
I can speak good.
Polka Latte, how you doing? Sir Legna's here. Gobi's here. KV Kingdom. Quack Nathan. Got a great idea. Use my plugin. Send me your plugin, bro.
Hell yeah.
You're like, I've got other things to do. I could have done it quickly, but I have to split my time.
He did do it quickly. What are you
Blah,
talking
blah, blah,
about?
blah, blah.
Holy cow.
Did you send it to me? I didn't see it.
He's the bomb.
Polka Latte.
Sir Legna, you're the bomb diggity.
Word of Warcraft. Bernie Sanders. PewDiePie. Call of Duty. Yeah. Yes, you are helping, Polka Latte. We need more keywords so that our SEO sends this video out to people. What's up, Skepsis? How you doing? How are things with you? Do. I didn't record a sample. Do you want to record a sample?
No.
How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, join us on Discord. All right, yeah. All right, did that. How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, join us on Discord. All right, yeah. Oh, wow. It's really bad. I don't know what happened. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like this video, subscribe. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, join us on Discord. All right, yeah. It's like it just gets all phasery and weird, and every now and then it just gets. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, join us on Discord. All right, yeah. Oh well, whatever. Sometimes this combination works great, and sometimes it sounds super weird, and I don't know what to do about that. So let me turn this side down. Testing audio 1 2 1 2 1 2. Sounds about right. Bless you. And no, it sounds like a just. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much. How's it going, everybody?
I can't hear it.
Can't hear it. Yeah, I can. It sounds really
but
weird.
But it's still funny.
Yeah. So today, RPG Maker MZMMO. How you doing, Frag? It's Super Drifty Super Show. I guess so. What's up, Zariab? It's Friday. Are you guys happy that it's Friday?
Yes.
I'm happy that it's Friday.
I'm happy that it's Friday.
Let's bring this up so I can see what's going on with the peeps, and I can keep an eye on chat while I also look at the code. All right. So I started this. Yeah, I haven't made any progress since yesterday. I've been cleaning up around the house and fixing things. Mr. Fix-It over here. But, yeah. I was looking at maybe doing a for each element. So what we're basically going to be doing is taking this stuff and running it through a loop. I mean, we can use a for loop, or we can use a for each. There isn't a way to spawn events, right? Or is there? No, not really. There's a plugin from Yanfly. Well, from Vigistella, correction. Vigistella. It was a remake of one of Yanfly's plugins. And also Sir Legna is making one, but he hasn't sent me one, so like, what do I do about that? He's like, use my plugin. Well, send it. Finish your plugin. Alright, let's do for each. Alright, hold up. How would I do this? Let's see. What object are we manipulating? Player on map 7 dot for each. Let's do for each what? Index? Will it let me? I can't see my keyboard. I just have to guess where stuff's at. Index. I'm gonna just placeholder. Element. What would it actually be? It's key value. Key. For each, I guess. Nah, because you're basically each element is going to have a name of a character and a socket ID. Like the key is going to be a socket ID, and the value is going to be the name of the character. So we won't use a for each because we're not going to. Otherwise, we would just do like whatever index or a value or element. You just arrow function something in here. You know what I mean? Arrow function something. What would we do? For each thing, do all this. Copy paste this in here. Anyway, I'll just comment this out as an idea that I'm actually not going to do for now. KB says, I'm trying to make a battle system that doesn't suck. Good luck, KB. Battle systems are not easy. There are definitely ways to spawn events, yeah, but he asked, like, built in. Yeah, that's, I mean, we're technically using a way. Janine's way. You be patient or pay me equal to my current salary. Okay, fair enough, sir, like that. Brian Perez, game dev by day, handyman by night. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, recently I've been a plumber, an electrician, Mr. Fix-It. I've been a cook for a while. What are the things I'm doing? A maid, a nanny.
No, I think that's called dad.
A dad.
Yeah. Dad comes with chauffeur, nanny, maid,
those are that's
cook.
like a package. Those are all included.
Those are all included in the dad title.
The Always was updated. That's right. I should download Wave 7 and just toss in all the new plugins, huh? Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. Hey, Nowis, how are you doing? More live game dev hype. That's right. Always cool to see the progress so far. It's been slow, man. It's been stalemate. Plumber, I knew it. Drifty is Mario. Yeah, but I don't like mushrooms. T has yet to introduce me to a mushroom that I do like. It's a me, a Drifty.
That sounded like Pillsbury Doughman. Oh no, Mickey Mouse. That's who it sounded like. That was Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. So like it says, or add key value pair on the spawn too, if you want. Should I do the black box text for people to read the text better? Do people look at the text or do they look at it on screen? I don't know.
Frag. Don't bring up the stonks if you don't want people to talk about it. That's some juicy.
Oh man, we don't need to. Let's not get started because that'll the stream will derail and we'll just be talking stonks all day. Pillsbury Drifty Mouse. Hey, Jacob.
I love it.
That's a good one. It's a good mashup. Jacob, I like what you're working on, man. The I forgot the name of it. Sorry. The Shift game. Avernium? Oh no, that's a different game. Something Shift. It's
Atelier.
Ulterior.
Atelier
It's not Atelier. That's
it is.
No, it's not. That's a publisher.
Well, that's what my brain tells me it is when I skim over the title.
Alterium. I was right. Alterium shift.
Alterium shift. Yeah, that's
The
what
music.
I said.
What music are you using? Because I was listening to that. I was like sitting down for just a second, and I'm like, oh, I needed that. I needed that music. It was a dose of nostalgia. I don't know where it came from or what it was, but it sounded great. And then like looking at how you did. Or watching the maps in 2.5D, I was like, this is gonna be a good game. I can't wait for you to finish it, and hopefully it's successful. Looks really cool. $2 super chat from Vino. What's up, Vino?
Hey, Vino.
What's wrong with talking stonks all day? That's what Vino wants to do.
Nothing.
Thank you for the $2, brother.
It. I love talking about stonks.
Vino's getting
Just don't
rich.
get me started.
Vino's getting rich on Dogecoin here.
Yeah, Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
Dodge made tough. Wait, what's their logo?
I don't know.
What's Dodge's logo? I think it's made tough.
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
So like my full comment, you will like the plugin though. You can overwrite any of the event objects on spawn with the script call or add key value pair on the spawn too if you want. That's good. The Flatlands piece from Octo is what inspired me. Did you make the music too? Gosh, that music's so good. Doggo coin. Barf coin. Oh, I suppose I have to analyze some code.
They're saying they're going to try and push it up to $1. I'm very curious to see if they do.
Yeah, right. It's not going to happen. Don't want to get your hopes.
So.
I don't want to get your hopes up.
It's going to happen. It's already struggling.
I bought $15 of Dogecoin when it was less than a penny. It was like 0.8 penny per coin. So I had like, I don't know, 1,600 doggo coins. Mm-hmm. And then it went all the way up to about 4 cents a penny a coin. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't know how high it's gonna go, but it's probably gonna come back down soon. And then it started to go down, and then I sold that, and I ended up selling I tried to sell at 4, but then it actually, by the time it processed, because Robinhood was like really laggy, it sold it at 3.8 or 3.8 pennies.
Here's the thing, all those people that were holding GameStop, they're off the hook at like 3 o'clock today or something, or Monday or something. Those people that have been holding GameStop in order to screw the shorters, they're off the hook at the end of the day.
What does that mean?
That means that they can sell it, and the shorts they've already had to be covered.
Oh, they were holding it to make those people who are short selling it
so they're going to put their profits somewhere, and right now they're memeing Doge. So I actually sold one of my stocks for a loss so I could put some in Doge.
And the stock talk has started. I know. Stop derailing the show.
Listen, right now it's viral. That's all anybody's talking about.
It's true though. My portfolio today is freaking wild because it started off and like I was up like $27 and then it came all the way back down, and now I'm up $3. But to put things in context, I only have like $400 in the market right now. So it's a very small PP portfolio. My portfolio looks terrible today, but I am not worried. But you actually are still, compared to what you put in, you've made a significant profit.
Oh yeah. So far I'm up 43%.
That's great. I'm only up
from my initial investment.
My crypto goes up and down, up and down, up and down. My current I'm only up 5%. Now I don't know if I believe that because I put in, whatever. I don't want to believe that. Yeah. I was up a lot more, but I had a bad week. I'm still up though. It's not a negative portfolio. I feel like today, like all the stocks are dipping. A lot of the stocks are dipping, and I think it's like a retribution from the rich investors. They're just selling off stocks because they're like, oh, you think you can manipulate the market? Watch this. Everything's dipping. Yeah. Well,
it's like a tug of war happening.
It's funny. I saw a meme on the Discord. Come join us. Links in the description below.
Yeah.
It said like it showed a rich person saying, "Why don't the poor people just invest their money?" And then they showed like a clip from yesterday. They're like, "No, stop investing your money. Stop. We changed our mind.
Don't do it."
That's what happens when Redditors get... Reddit is savage, man.
So when should people invest in cyberbearing credits?
Never. Don't. Stock market talk. Speedrun, 80%.
You know what?
Essentially.
If this pans out, right now I'm up 43% from my initial investment. If these two things that I'm in right now pan out even 50% as good as people say they will, I'll be up like hundreds of a percent. Hundreds percent. How do you say that?
You've doubled, triple, quadruple.
Yeah, lots of percentages. The big percents.
The big crescents. Let's see what I've got going on here. If switch 1 is on, then proceed. If game map object exists, then proceed. That way it stops crashing. Let player be the object of this socket ID .toString. For each. Do you have to specify like something in for each? Gosh, I have to look up for each. The for each method executes a provided function once for each array element. Oh, right. Okay. But how do I live? How do I like specify? That's a problem. I don't know. I want to do a thing for each. Oh wait, if it'll pull the value stored in each key, right? It'll return the value. Specify what? Each value. Alright, hold on. Let's see if we go this way. Let's just say players. Like so players will, and each time it goes through, it'll pull the value of each index to be and set it to players. Oh, so like that right now, how your code has it, players would be the value of each element in that list. That's exactly what I want it to do. Fantastic. Very good, very good. So let's try to do this. Let's make a new event for all of these fools. Copy this, paste it in here. We'll just say players. For each element, means we don't need this. For each element, for each index, each element, we're going to create a new event, copying map 7's event 23. We're going to say let sprite is equal a new sprite. Game events player, scene matter push. Do that again for it. Players, yada yada, players, yada yada. Events, players, yada yada, something something players. This all revolves around. I mean, I just added this at the end, setting their char name so that I can look at it. In fact, what I'll do is just go like this. There we go. Oops. That'll break stuff. Yep, that'll break stuff. That'll be fine. Okay, let's try that for loop. Let's see if it runs or if it crashes or if we do the hokey pokey, turn ourselves around. That's what it's all about. Run the server. Is our SQLite running? Yeah, it is because it grabbed all those objects, so it seems to be fine. Alright. Okay, so it crashes. Players on map 7.4 each is not a function. Wait, did I syntax here? Did I syntax? For each. Probably syntax. Bad request. 447. Like, I don't think you need to encapsulate players, do you? Seems redundant or unnecessary, but we'll see. Oops, that's taken. Spiker-Man, hello! How are you doing, Spiker? What is players on map 7, such as... What? It's an object. Players on map 7 is an object. It's a piece of data that was passed into this, right here. Players on map 7 originates on the server over here. As you can see, let players on map 7 equal a new object, a blank object, and then later on you get a request, and then data gets added to that. And we pass that data through an emitter somewhere down here. Where's it at? Here it is. On the player tracker event, we're listening, and then it's checking if you're on map 7, emit this. Send the data of players on map 7, and then that's in a update map event emit, and then over here on update map, oh shit, I guess that makes sense, huh? No, enter map. Does enter map have that data on the server side? Because it would need it. Enter map. Well, I guess that makes sense then. We're not sending that data. So let's just send that data, comma, players on maps. We found the problem. I'm not sending the data when I need it to be sent. Oh, no, wait. This is a listener. This is a listener. This is a listener. This is a listener. Blah, 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 blah. It's sending it on the emitter. So it is sending. That's the listener. This is the sender. We are sending players on map 7. Are we sending it in the right order? We have socket ID after that. Yeah, we're not using socket ID here yet, but we just send more data. Even if I don't need it. Oh, so like, nah, drop in some JS on me. Because it's an object, it will not work. It only works for arrays. Okay, that's fine. Dot length is also only works on arrays, right? That's the problem here. No, not Java. Show me JS. The length property of an object, which is an instance of type array, sets or returns the number of elements in that array. Yeah. Okay. So what if, I mean, it will be different, right? Hold on. Can I, instead of making this an object, just turn it into an array? Are we gonna have big problems? Probably. Probably did something wrong. $5 super chat from Big Daddy Waffles. Thank you so much, Waffles. Appreciate that. Got the X-rays at doctors. Wish me luck. Get a better cast. Hashtag Vino is noob. Thank you, Waffles. Good luck. Waffles. Good luck, man. Get that better cast. $sign Serligna.drop.js.on drifty. Okay. Hey, Diev. Driftwood, do you like designing towns? No, not really. I don't like editing levels and making maps. I never have, probably never will. I'm not a fan of it. I do the bare minimum that I have to make games. I don't like every aspect of game dev, but I wear all the hats to get the project done. A $2 super chat from Vino. Thank you so much, Vino. I'll hack your cast so it never comes off. Vino's gonna hack your cast, Waffles. Diev says, me neither. Towns take forever to design. Yeah. Draz says, I wish I had the stamina to look at code like this. I understand, man. Hey, Yami. Big oop. Alright, let's restart. I did a big let's just try something before I even think about what I'm doing, because why not, right? You only live a few times, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Vino rigged my car. I don't know. I don't think he would rig it to do any real damage. He would rig it so that it would play like tra la 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 ho 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 like 24/7. That's what Vino would rig. So it's giving me the same error, even though I create. Oh, you know what the problem? I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why it's the same error. When you change the server code, if you do not restart the server, you're not running the new code. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. You've been copyright claimed for the tra-la-la song. I don't know, I played a lot of video games. You usually get more than one life. Ho 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 ho. I'm holding you to that. Don't get mad when you're dead, alright? That's all I'm saying. Don't get mad at me when you're dead. Player is not defined. Okay, at least it gave me a different error. Where are we at? 471. It went forward. Player is not defined. 471. Oh, I suppose I have to say players. Will players be defined? I don't know if this is... I don't know if that's actually necessary. Let's just define player, since I've already did it anyway. Let's just try all the code. Do I even know what did I change and what the ramifications of it? No. But it doesn't matter. Trial and error. Keep trying. Don't give up. Don't give up. I think I've got where I am because I just like, hey, let's see if this works. Let's see. Because, you know, quite often I'll write it out and I'll be like, this is how it's supposed to work. And I'll spend like a long time designing it. And I'm like, yep. And then it just doesn't fucking work. And I take it out. And I get to the point where like, I don't know, let's change this one thing. Let's change this one thing. I don't know. Let's tease like subtract 1. Just -1. Oh, it works. Do you understand why the -1 changes it? No, I don't really care though. It works now. It works. A $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. How are you doing, my man? He says, sup, stock's gonna be interesting tonight. I know, right? I made like 45 bucks. I made, no wait, $42. No, yeah, $42. I made $42 yesterday on Dogecoin. I put in $15 before it went crazy and sold before. You know what you were saying a long time ago, Corey, about like, can you handle not making what you could make? Like, I don't know. I was like, sure I can. But then when I sold Dogecoin at 3.8 cents and then I saw it go up to 7 cents, I was like, oh, I could have got another $50 out of that easy. Why did I sell it? Why did I sell it? And I beat myself up for a little bit. I was like, damn it. So that's what you were talking about. Like, yeah, I made money. I made real good money, but I could have made more. So that still bothers me right now. 30 minutes before Doge goes nuts. What do you mean? Why would you say that? Waffle says always -1.
30 minutes before Doge goes nuts? Why 30 minutes?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh, is it because, like what I was saying before, maybe at 3 o'clock all the shorts have to be covered, and so people will have a bunch of funds freed up.
Maybe.
Throw it into the Doge.
Thank you for that $5 super chat, Corey.
You know who said he's the Doge CEO?
Appreciate that.
Guess who's the Doge CEO?
Who?
The CEO of Doge. Elon Musk.
Is he really though?
Yeah, he's the self-proclaimed Doge CEO.
Did he say that?
He did. He put out a fake magazine cover yesterday.
I like Elon. Okay, this guy's insane. This guy is a nutcase, but I like him. He's crazy, but I like him.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Definitely crazy though.
You have to be happy with what you make. That's true. I made a good profit, a very, very good trade for me. But then I'm worried that, see, like right now.
I bought in.
But no.
There's hype. So I just had to buy the hype.
No, because I sold at 0.38 and it's 0.45. Or, 0.38 and 0.45. So, like, if I buy in, then all of my profits are at a loss. There's no profits.
I didn't buy that much. If I lose it, it's whatever.
Nah, I can't buy in unless it goes under what I sold it for. Because my brain is like saying you're dumb, and that's quite often what happens. Yeah. I'm not gonna buy back into it. I'm gonna consider myself on a good trade. I made a little profit on Doge.
You did. You made a good profit.
So I'm not gonna go back in and lose my. There's always more money to be made in other spots. I got 100 shares of ITRM. I'm hoping that goes up right now, and that's where I'm banking on. I put a little bit in HL, like $10, and it's turning a little profit, but it's like pennies. It went up $1, so that's okay. $5 super chat from Corey Davis again. Thank you so much, Corey. I appreciate that money. He goes, I'm probably quit Robinhood in light of what is going on. I don't really blame you. I'm gonna stay with Robinhood because the only platform I'm actually invested in. It's the only one I have like money in and stuff. And I've already got everything set up. And, they're doing that so that they can keep running and they don't, like, get sued out of existence. It's platforms like Robinhood that this stuff could happen in the first place. Like, it's inevitable. This was going to happen. 446. We crashed here. What is it saying here? .2 string of undefined. Let me console log this. Alright, let me get a console log, see what's happening. It's gonna crash, but it'll tell me right before. Wouldn't it be better with an admin account? I don't know, you just have to type the same thing. The only thing it takes time for me to do is to go into the database and just left click, shift, left click, control delete, and remove all the accounts. I kind of like it the way that I do it, just so that I can look at accounts be populated in it. It's like double checking my SQLized code as well. It's like I'm thoroughly testing my SQLize, right? Okay, so it's returning undefined. A $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate that, man. He goes, nah, son, that is straight illegal. Well, I want to make millions like the rich folks also. I agree. And I also, while we're talking about that, why are people allowed to sell stock that they don't own? I saw Elon tweet this, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You borrow stock that you don't own, and you sell it. You're borrowing it, and you're selling it. And then with like the promise that you will buy it back after the, after you're, at some point. You stop out at some point. You buy it back. I think that's really weird. It is very weird, and it doesn't make sense to like allow that should be illegal. I totally agree with you, Corey. I'm on board. And thank you for the $5. Stonk Tonk is hot. It's a historic moment. The day video games broke the stock market.
You can't get away from the stonk talk. It's just too tempting.
The same way that, yeah. So long as like, you don't own it. You basically lease ownership. $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate that, man. The same way Bill Gates got IBM by lying. Appreciate the $5. I don't remember what happened there. There's a documentary. Good old boy. Adversary. There's a documentary on Bill Gates on Netflix. I think it's Netflix. So, Socket.
I like what Bill Gates been doing lately. I don't like Microsoft, but he's like pumping a ton of money into green energy, which is cool.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Bill Gates. He's not the most greediest, scumbaggiest billionaire out there. Not by.
As far as I know, he
does a lot of philanthropy.
He's the only one I've ever heard of in my entire life declaring that they're going to give him and his wife are going to give all of their money away. All of it, 100%. That's their plan.
All of it that you know about.
Yeah. Still, it's more than what other people give away.
Oh, the billions of dollars. They've done a lot to help people. 447. So we're getting undefined. Players on map 7. The socket ID of that is not in
Corey
here.
Davis says, $5 super chat. He says he told them he owned this company when he actually didn't own it and sold it before he owned it. Laugh out loud. That guy was thugging it.
Really?
That's great.
Is that true? How did that go through? Thank you for the $5, Corey. Appreciate that. He said that he owned it, and then he ended up selling it, but he didn't own it.
It's pretty legit.
Gangster.
No, actually, I think that falls under illegitimate, but still.
So Legna says, do remember every dollar they give away, they earn back 70%. A lot of it's tax write-offs. I understand that.
Right, but if they're giving away all their money, then they give away that 70% too, right? So it makes sense for them to be smart about it and make more money while they're giving it away. That way they have more money to give away.
Listen, I got to make all the world's money so that I can provide the most for the world.
Yes.
That is every philanthropist's thought ever. Like,
Heck yeah.
I need more money because I'm doing good with it. Like, I'm sure some of them do a lot of good with it, but a lot of them just want to justify being greedy.
Who's Andrew Carnegie? Never heard of him.
You never heard of Carnegie Hall?
I've heard the name, but I don't know, like, who he is.
He's that one dude. You know, the guy.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
The dude,
right.
the man.
That narrows it down to about 50% of the human
Andrew.
population.
You know Andy.
Oh, yeah, Andy. Right.
Socket ID. Okay, so this object. Oh, well, obviously that's not defined now because it's not an object because I changed it to an index I changed it to an array. Ba-dubba shmubby pub, smucky dubby shmubby lub. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Well, I guess that just doesn't work the way that it is going to, or supposed to, or can, possibly. $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate that. If you give me 10 million, I'd help out a lot of people. Now, I believe that, Corey.
Yeah, me too.
I believe that. You've already helped out.
You have a generous spirit, Corey.
You've already helped out a lot of people. You're helping people's moms and stuff. Zariab says Bill Gates has an agreement with the max amount of shares he can sell each year so as to not make too big waves. When you have so much money coming in every year, you probably feel different using money. Well, you probably feel different doing anything. Some people have so much money they're completely out of touch with reality. Like Garth Brooks. This guy. Garth Brooks doesn't even know what's going on anymore. He's so out of touch with reality.
I know, I saw an interview with him and I was like, what is even happening? I felt confused.
Alright, so it's going back to be an object. It's just gonna be an object. So where are we at now? I'm about ready to give up on this idea. Not the MZMMO, but the whole let's draw everybody on the same screen bullshit. Like, I don't fucking... Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. I appreciate that money, my friend. I'm at home dealing with my haters and loving it. You know you're doing something right when you got them haters.
Yeah.
Cannot find property to string of undefined. Right, so that's still the same error. Let's just jump past that. So if I do not define player as that, is socket ID being passed to intermap emitter?
D Tigran asks, did you restart the server?
Oh shit. I think so. I think so. I mean, probably not.
Oh, so KB Kingdom says, y'all don't know Carnegie? Dude was one of the railroad barons at the beginning of 1900s, if I recall correctly. Gave away his wealth in the end, helped found Carnegie Libraries. Cool. Sounds legit.
But yeah, Tiger, I remember. Because all I did was change the object to an array, and then it didn't work, and I changed some stuff on the client. When I adjust this JS over here, I don't have to restart the server. But if I make any changes on this JS, the server JS, I have to restart it. So I just didn't code it right. Sir Legna says, do you need a little command script that auto reset the server when the file... No, I've already seen that.
I use that. That's wicked cool.
I could have put that in early on. I was like, nah, I don't want to do that.
I definitely use those. Super convenient.
No, because later on, when you're running it live and people are playing the game, but you also want to update, you keep crashing everybody. You just crash them all the time.
You don't use it at that point. It's just a development tool. You're not supposed to use it on a live product.
Right. Well, I also just don't want to put it in and to take it out. I mean, I do, but that's a different thing. Giggity. Diev says Driftwood MZ much better than MV. Yes, just better. If you have the money, it's better. If you don't have the money, then just stick with MV. Simple. If you're gonna decide which one you should buy MZ.
Absolutely.
If you already have MV and you ain't got a lot of cash, just stay with MV. It's fine. But when you get that cash, upgrade. So, like, if you talk about branches one more time. Look, I got you, boo. You want to talk about branches? I got branches. We got branches for days. All right? I don't want to keep reverting. It's just too much work. It's so much easier just to Control S, Control C, enter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? What's up, Skeps? Why not have Drifty doing code reviews for you? Says Zeriab to Sir Legna.
I think he plans on it.
What does player on map 7 actually contain? Well, let's go back to the entire path of it. From the creation of the server, or from its creation when the server is started, it's a blank object. When a player enters the map, so the game will be sending that. This is the beginnings of it. Over here, we're defining a constant socket map 7, showing the address of where it's going to connect its I/O to, and then we can say socket map 7.emit. This is the emitter. Enter map. It's sending all of this data. The name, X value, Y value, map, character name, which is not actually character name, it's the name of the sprite that's drawing, and then character index is the index on that sprite, and then socket ID that emits the enter map from the client to the server. The server listens for enter map, so when it hears enter map on socket 7, which is a namespace, it's listening for this on this, receive this data, it's expecting this data. And then it does a console, and then this is where it's adding an index. So at this point on line 282, it's a blank object, but then on line 283, it becomes it should. Let's console log this. It could be this is where our problem is. It should be defining it as having some data on it. Players on map 7 socket ID. Let's thank you for asking, because you made me think to check. Let's see if it's undefined here, because what it should say is the character name. Now I have to restart the server because this is a server change, so it's easy to do that. I press Control C, I press up, I press enter, server's restarted. Boom, boom, boom. Now we just, we're going to crash, but we're going to look at the console log on this. So when I enter the map, I should get some data, and if it says undefined, then we know there's a problem right there. Oh gosh, that's going to be stupid. That's already used. That is a long name. See, it's not undefined. Look, I sent that data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Time to console log.
I console logged. And I found it on the client. When it receives it and checks it, it shows it as undefined. Oh, wait, I know why it's undefined. Probably. Because the socket ID is different for each connection, and you have multiple connections. That's why it's different. Oh, it makes so much sense now. Because if we were connecting in the namespace, what the problem is, this is not handled in the namespace. This is handled in, oh no, it is in the namespace. Why? If it's handled in the namespace, then our socket connection should be the socket ID of this connection. Map7.on. On the socket connection for this namespace. Map7, we're defining it up here. Map7, IO of this namespace. And the client, socket map7. Peak side interior. I mean, obviously it fires back and forth, so I've got that right. So what happens is it becomes undefined. Oh no, look, it's defined here. Why was it undefined before and then it becomes defined? It must have been because I changed it to an array and I was getting that error when it was set to be an array, and I put it back to an object, restarted, and then now it's fixed it. Okay, so it's still remembering the right socket ID. So right here, player is being set to the character name of the person that logged in. Right. And it skipped past it and set that to the string, so player is set to a string of the name of the character that logged in. And then it started to do a for each. However, because players on map 7 is not an array, for each will not work. But what if we give it an index? Well, that won't do us any good because we're specifying an index. Okay, so for each just will not work. You know, it was a good shot, right? It was worth the shot. It was just another, let's just send this code to the graveyard. Another piece of code that goes to the graveyard, and we go back to doing it as a for. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this. Cut it on out of here to the clipboard graveyard with you, with the 1,000 other lines of code that I've wrote and removed. That is the nature of this beast. There it is. Okay, great. Great. At least we know it doesn't work. Sir Legna says, can you describe what you wanted the for each to do? You can get it to work if you want. I want for each character that has been added as an index to an object to have a sprite drawn on the map whenever a player enters the map. So whenever any player enters the map, their name gets added to the object as a key value pair. Their socket ID is their key, and their character name is the value. And for each of those keys, I want it to execute a script call, essentially this code. So for each entry into that object, each value, each entry, it should do this code. And that's what I want to do. So I'm going to try to just make this happen with a for loop. And it goes through, but then when it tries to do this update function, it doesn't know what player... Oh, but we fixed that, didn't we? Okay, so anyway, let's try again. I don't think we changed anything else on the server. Maybe I changed something back or moved something around. Anyway, let's go ahead and just do escape, restart the server. Let's go here. Let's hit a good old F5. Wait, go ahead, debugger. All right, now F5. Let's see where we're at again. $2 super chat from Vaslin. Thank you, Vaslin. How are you doing today? Hello, all. I hope everyone is fine today. Winky face. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Vaslin? How's life for you? Diev says T is secretly the final boss.
Am I?
Yes.
That would be cool. I'd be alright with that.
But you are, don't you know?
Well, if I'm secretly the final boss, then I can't come out and say it now, can I?
Players...
Or it wouldn't be a secret.
Okay, so there's the thing again. We can't use length because that also is dependent on being an array. And it's an object. So how do you look inside an object, right? Oh my friggin'. How do you tell?
First you look at how many values you have, like where are you storing, where you, you're using, what does your object look like? It's key value pairs?
Yeah, it's an object
what's the values?
I've already said this a bunch of times. Thanks for paying attention. But, okay, so players on map 7 is an object that contains key value pairs. The key is going to be a socket ID, 20 characters long. The value of that key will be the character name that logged in. Each connection is a new...
So then you push all the values into array and use the array length.
How do you do that?
I don't know, but I know that's probably...
Wow! Oh my God! So insightful. Breakthrough moment. Thank you, T.
Just do it. Say push into array and then do it. But actually,
can we just create like...
Sir Legna just said object.entries, parentheses, object, returns the array of key value pairs. So that would return an array of key value pairs.
Object.values, object. Do you literally use values?
No, object.entries, parentheses, and then object. It's above the super chat.
But look what Sir Legna
says. That's how you get the values. Sure, and then you just push it into an array. And then you go by the length of the array.
Slow down, horse. Slow your horse's pony.
Whoa, he just called me a horse.
Slow down, horse.
No, not a horse. Horse.
Now, when you say object, you type literally the name of the object, right? But when you do .entries, is it literally like, is it .entries as that as a function? JS.entries. It is a function.
Well, use values, because then you're just gonna have to grab the value from that.
Well, just hold down, horse.
Hold down a horse.
Method returns an array of a given object.
Hold on, guys. I gotta go find a horse to hold down.
Hold down, horse. The same order that I'm one thing at a time. All right. I am but a mere brain man. A mere brain brand. A raisin brand.
Raisin brand.
.entries method returns an array of a given object's own enumerable string key property, key, value pairs, in the same order as they provided in a for-in loop. The only important difference is that a for-in loop enumerates properties in the prototype chain as well. The order of the array returned by object.entries does not depend on how an object is defined. If there is a need for certain ordering, then the array should be sorted first. All right, let me look at this example. You guys can look with me. I was reading this. So we make an object.
Why are you looking at entries?
Because I want to look at entries, goddammit!
You should use values.
Listen, it's not about the end result. It's about the journey.
Okay.
I want to learn.
All right. Learn
Let me learn. I don't really care if this game ever fucking works at all. I don't care. I just want to get better.
You go learn about your entries while I go hold down a horse.
Hold your horse down. It's all about learning. Let me just put on my thing because I want dark mode. There we go. Much better.
Yeah, everything should be in dark mode.
What do you want? You keep changing your mind. No, I don't. What are you talking about? I'm just reading. I'm just trying. What do I want? I want to learn, okay? Let me learn things. I love that you give me ideas. Just know that this game doesn't mean shit. This game doesn't matter. I don't really care if we finish it. I'm going to keep working on it for a long time, okay? A long time. So I just want to get better as we're doing this, all right? I don't care.
That's what she said.
long. So they're doing a for loop in here, defining an object and creating a for loop, saying a key, value of object dot entries object 1, and then console log key value. I'm not even mad, die.
Yeah. No, this is just how Drifty works sometimes.
A reverse centaur, perhaps? Yes, now is.
I'm a horse.
Half of it...
I'm gonna go hold myself down.
Half of it is Harold, half of it is T, and half of it is a half centaur human.
And it's eating Raisin Bran.
Eating Raisin Bran. No, not 33%, half. 3 halves. That's how it works. Okay. So this would console log. They're using 4 of. Look, they're okay. Key comma value of object.entries. That's how you use it. Of object. Oh my sweetness. Oh my god. I want to see things. I accidentally changed the code in this. I didn't realize that you can do that. Alright. In the demo. Oh, it'll let you change it so you can run it. It's got like a little compiler. That's cool. Alright. Good. Let us continue the search for ever better game design. 4. We've already we got our objects. So let's say I'm gonna kind of copy this, but like change it so that it works for me. 4 constant key comma value of players on map 7 dot entries object 1. Wait. Do you type object? Do you type object? Of object like that? You do. You define it as a data type. Or something, right? Is object like a class? Interfaced object. Object is an object. You can just say object. Gosh, I'm so noob. But, no, not prototype. I don't need a prototype. But guess what? I probably know more than you on some things. Okay. Then you put your players on map 7. No. Object.entries. I'm stupid. I gotta put the method in. Object.entries for this object. And then we gotta do this. Make a function. This is our 4. For each of those, we can access key and value for each of them, right? Okay. Shiloh says, yes, it's the static class. Take care, KB. Have a good weekend, man. See you in this Dongs channel. I'm sure we'll talk later on. No, it's defined as a data type. You didn't define it?
You said, does this define the data type? And he's saying no, you didn't define it.
Oh, okay.
At least I think so.
That's why T gets paid the big bucks.
I pay attention probably about 10% of the time when Drifty's doing this.
But she thinks so. Therefore she is.
Okay. Yes, we're gonna go with that. At least I'm not a horse this time.
Raisin Bran. All right. Okay, so we have that, and now we can reference all of those things. So let's just put all this blop, all that code in there. Blah. And then GameMap._events value. We're gonna put value, and it'll remember for each one, right? Right. I mean, right. Right.
Zeriab's back. Can you define undefined? Mind blown. My mind is blown.
Cannot define undefined. Or can you?
I don't know. It's like it's the question like, what came
Isn't
first?
it? No,
the
undefined
chicken
is reserved.
Yeah, you can't use that word.
You see how it changed to blue?
Yeah. It's like a tool. Undefined is a tool.
If I go like undefined, but you know, like.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be defined.
That's no. What I'm trying to say is like, look at the color, right?
I know.
This is not reserved for something.
Right.
But then if we do undefined, it changes to that blue color because it's reserved for something. Now there might be some other voodoo hoodoo voodoo that you can do with it, that you do.
Yep.
Out of the blue.
I do.
Well, you should probably wipe yourself properly.
Who
Always back to front, never back to front.
Okay. You know what I found out is that bidets are not girl friendly.
They like to spray water in things.
Yeah, they spray water all over the place.
They're designed to do that, though.
Mm-hmm. And some people use bidets to give themselves on the toilet enemas. I'm sure you guys all wanted to know that. All of you.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Got to get them on-demand enemas.
That's right.
Enemas.
Get that daily enema going.
Emina. Give me a coffee enema. Take one of those.
Yeah, sometimes. Sounds slightly appealing.
Oh my freaking freak. So it did create. It's now we have a problem on the update. So the code that I decided to put inside the enter map seemed to work. It didn't crash. I mean, well, I don't know if it worked, but it didn't crash. So it either did nothing or it did the thing I wanted. There was a character being drawn there. So that's good. Let me make a comment before it gets too far and YouTube deletes the chat, because he gave me another one. Object.values. Now, I'm going to look this up later, too, because as soon as this doesn't work, which is fine, because it's just a learning process. Once you understand that we're not here to make an MMO, we're here to learn how to make an MMO, then everything is fine. That's just all it is. Object. Yeah, these are points for me to look up. Object.keys.jet. Okay, cool. I'll look at that next. Remember though, entries is not Internet Explorer friendly.
Is values and keys Internet Explorer friendly?
What?
Oh, objects.
Wrath of Wood, what's up?
Entries, yeah. Is keys and values? I'm curious. So Wagner. Hi, Rap.
Internet Explorer friendly. Well, that's fine. I don't plan to make this.
Internet Explorer anyways.
If you use Internet Explorer, you need to not use Internet Explorer.
Pretty much.
That's all I'm saying. Download any other one. You got Opera, Chrome.
Opera's got a great developer.
I use
whatever you call it, dashboard.
I mainly use Chrome for most things, but when I'm developing, I use Opera to like access local area network because Opera does it better. Mm-hmm. But what is it? Firefox?
Yeah, Firefox.
Firefox is good too. Firefox has like 7 million lines of code, by the way. Mm-hmm. It's open source.
I like Firefox. That's my fave. But when I have to do web development stuff, I use Opera.
Keys is IE friendly. Chrome uses a ton of RAM.
I have to see line 455, 456, and 457.
Okay, so Shiloh says entries is both for values and keys if you need to access both. Keys is just the keys and values are just the values. So in your case, you'd probably just use values.
That's what I said.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
But does he listen to me? No, he tells me to go hold down horses.
No, you didn't say it like that. If you said it like Shiloh, I would have listened to you. That's the thing.
I see Shiloh. He loves you more.
How's it going, Shiloh? How you doing? Yeah, let's just do values then. I didn't look it up, but I imagine it's the same, right? Let me look it up.
Windows Expolder?
Expolder. It's fantastic.
Wait, but Windows Explorer? Everybody uses that. Anybody who has Windows.
.js values.
Oh, wait.
Dot values JS.
Do most people call you Shiloh?
Shiloh.
It's Shiloh.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Object.values, passing in your object. Object.values, passing in your... Oh, sorry, my brain is getting bigger. You guys are making my brain and other things bigger.
All right, all right.
Crash time. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Boom. Did I change the server? I don't think I did. I'm gonna close it and make sure I did. I love this object manipulation stuff. Shiloh says, yes, I can't stand when they call me Shiloh. Like, I've never heard anyone call that name Shiloh. I didn't even think about it. I just knew immediately that's supposed to be Shiloh. Who in the frick says Shiloh? It happens a lot. That sucks. I've been called Michelle a lot because my name is spelled like this. Michael. And I went into one of my appointments, my doctor's appointments one time, and then the lady comes out and she's like, Michelle? And everyone's looking around, and she like looks around. She says it again. Michelle? And I'm like, you mean Michael? oh yeah, I mean Michael. I'm like, come on, man. It's not even close. Michelle is like, I don't even know, but it's not. Isn't that Michelle? It's like very different. I know some people spell my name like this. Mitchell. I'm like, that's how you spell Mitchell. That's a completely different name. You're supposed to spell it like that. That's Michael. Whatever. That's why I'm like, don't call me. Just call me Drifty. Just because you can't really mess it up. And when you do, it's memeable and it's fine. It's kind of Drufty, Drift, Druft, Derpy. I don't really care. Michelle has the ELLE, right? Michael, you know what? Poke Latte, that I would accept that. MIKAL, that Michael, that looks like how you would spell Michael, not Michael. But it's all good. It's a very popular name. There's a lot of. When I was going to high school, I knew like 4 Michaels. Tell us T's full first name. All I want to know. She walked out to check on baby. But when she gets back, I'll read that again and we'll see how it goes. Speaking of memes, Game Stonks and Dogecoin are the meme of the day. Yep, Game Stonks was the meme of a few days ago. Dogecoin is the meme of last night and today. I made $42 on Dogecoin. I wish I had more than $15 invested when this whole thing started. Cannot read property update of undefined. Let's look at our error. Okay. It's over here. $ game map. But why? 477. Oh, for player. Is player not defined? Player is defined. Oh, I thought this was defined at this point. Maybe we get rid of the toString. Let's do this. Oh my god, I'm always guessing at my keyboard because I can't see it. Is it because I toString it? That can't be it, right? That seems dumb, but I've seen dumber errors. I wonder if
T's first name. Hell no.
Yeah.
Not happening. Shiloh, I've only been coding for about 2.5 years and only sporadically. So, like, if you were to put it all together, it'd probably be like, I don't know, 8-9 months, maybe 10. Possibly a year.
I've been coding technically since 2015, but I mean, I haven't really coded anything good until a year and a half ago. And so I guess I've been coding for a little over a year, like actively. Besides, if you know, not including like script calls here and there, reading a JS book in the hospital, it's like not quite the same. You gotta just do it. You got to do it.
Yeah. That's right.
So youngster in the coding world, yeah. I got like a year and a half, maybe 2 years of actual coding. But I've been like dipping my toes in to the water for a long time. And in college, I took a C++ class. I took a Java class. But like none of that really stuck with me, and I didn't make anything besides the Hello World bullshit they made us do. Shiloh says, that's great, keep it up. People learn quick in such a short time. I've been coding for decades, but my progress has slowed down so much. This is a big project for you both. Oh yeah, like I said when I started it, it's inevitably going to fail, and probably not going to make an MMO out of this, nor should anyone even try. But the point of it was to learn as much as I possibly could and get as far as I can. And I'm still having a blast with it. I like today I feel like I've learned a lot because in my head I'm like, how do I manipulate objects? And I feel like I'm just starting to understand that. I can manipulate objects the way that we've been doing right now.
Red Mage Gaming is having a hard time getting verification. I know Robinhood made me
wait like a week,
through hoops, yeah, and wait a week. It was hard to get in to Robinhood for me.
So it's still showing at this point. Players on map 7, socket ID is storing dudes, right? So then why is player showing undefined? This is inside the same scoping, and this is in deeper in players on map 7 socket ID, and we console log this stuff, and it gives us the value, and it doesn't. Drifty, what were you trying to do again? Learn. Short answer, just learn how to manipulate objects. Long answer, I'm trying to make it so that whenever a character enters the map, it adds their name to an object in a key value pair. It adds their socket ID as the key and the character name as the value of that key. And whenever they enter the map, it creates a new event, a copy of an event, map 7, event 23, and then that's the enter map function emitter. But I also, once I get that working right, I'm gonna like take that data and put it into the update, which runs as the player is moving, so it also has the player following the XY location of the person who's moving. So when the ultimate goal for what I've been working on the last 2 weeks now is to make it so you can show multiple people walking around on the same map. So I've already got the servers, it's all saved, remotely, and you can create an account and you can log in. If I host it'll just go if I change a few numbers around. But when people move around, they crash, and you only see like a jank representation of the player, and there's bugs involved with people crashing, characters facing the wrong direction. You know what I mean? It's real buggy at this point. So, I mean, ultimately, I want to draw an event that other. So whenever a player enters a map, it draws an event for every other player that's currently on that map, and you can see all of their events moving around, following them, like at least like 5 times a second or 10 times a second or something like that. So they kind of jump choppy around, jump. But I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. Frag. It's to make it feel multiplayer, to make it feel online. That's what I'm working on. Because technically it is multiplayer, it is online. It's just crashing and buggy, and you can't really do much, and you can't see other players. So it doesn't have a feel of it being online. So I'm trying to make it feel online. So I went from the very specifics all the way to like a broad representation of what I'm trying to do. Shiloh says the downfalls of trying to add multiplayer to single player, it wouldn't be seamless enough for my standards. Oh no. It is a fool's errand, Shiloh. However, I'm learning a lot. Every time I try, I become. Alright, I lost my place. Where was I? What was I doing? I suppose I can delete all of these unnecessary entries into the database. Let's go ahead and delete the entire database so I can even use Drifty again. Bang. Shadow says, oh yeah, I'm glad you just do this for the experience. I end up stopping my projects because my standards get the best of me. Frag says, try creating an array of values within your loop and maybe use that instead of player. Create a new array inside here. Let these players equal an array, right? And then say these players dot push value. Is that what you're saying? Let these players equal a new array, and then these players dot push the value. Players should not be undefined. The fact that it's coming up undefined is why I'm stuck right now. I don't get why it's showing up as undefined. But because I even traced it back with console logging, and even right before this event happens, it's defined. Let me show you. Let me show you again. It'll show the player name. Because remember, it's the socket ID is the index, and then which is 20-digit characters. But you won't see that. It's just going to spit out the value of that. New account, that name, that password. Of course, I'm not using that method yet, Frag. I'm just going to just show you where I'm at. Cannot read property update of undefined. Yeah, it's saying that player. They're saying that this is undefined. So we can see that players on map 7, socket ID is returning the character name for the client, and also from the server. So the server is sending this data, the client is receiving it properly, and over here when it tries to update that event, okay, I get what's happening. The character name is updating, but let's try to do something real quick. It's not setting the index to be the string like I wanted it to do, like I was asking it to. Let's do $GameMap.events and spit out, what do we have in here? 22. So here's our event. It's not creating the event. It doesn't get to create it yet. This is the blank one that I put on the side. So that's why it's crashing, because it is not creating the event. Okay, that makes sense to me now. I get it. So when it gets to, it's trying to update and refresh that event is not there. So I didn't do it quite right. So let's listen to what Frag is saying. Let's take the values and push them into an array. Because if we do that, we can say for each, or we can just say these players dot for each value an arrow function something here. For each of those values, do this. Right? Right? I don't know. Let's see. These players. These players is a new array, and push each value. Wait, no, I can't do it right. I have to define this outside of the loop. I have to define this for scoping, because what's going to happen, every iteration is going to reset this to be a new empty inside of here. But I think that fixes it. Now, with this scoping like this, it's going to define that in this. These players empty array, then starts a for loop, and it pushes a new value each time it iterates through this for, which hold on. Push that value, and then for each value, no, this shouldn't be in here. I'm wrong. This should be outside of the pushing of values. No, wait a minute. Push a value, then for each value. No, I've got some weird inception shit happening. I'm doing it wrong. It's okay though. Vaseline says, what happened with idea to use existing event on map for second player? I'm using that as a template, and we're copying that. Because we don't want to make an event for every possible player, because my socket.io connection will let me have 100 players. So, and I don't want to make 100 blank events on every map. Like, I feel like we can do a better job, a better way of doing that. So Ligma says, what is that value? Isn't that just a single player on the map? Wait, key comma value of object.values players on map 7. That isn't setting values to what you think. I'm pretty certain. Really? Oh, because I don't have key, do I? I set this up to use entries. And then instead of using entries, I moved it to do values. Object.values const players. What if I use player equals object.values now that would work. Oh no, wait, I did that wrong. Hold up. Wait, what am I doing? Const player is object.values players on map 7. Why is this being stupid? I don't need to declare a constant, do I? No. Okay, object.values. Thank you, Sir Legna. Object.values. I'm so fucking confused again. No! No! I had it set up wrong in the first place. I have to declare a const something player of object.values.
Both Sir Legna and Shiloh have suggested just using for each, because it will work on object.values. Maybe that'll be
Wait,
simpler.
but I thought for each only works on arrays.
It can work on objects under certain circumstances. You weren't using object.values.
Oh, right, because I was just trying to call the object like
Right.
you do in SQLize.
Yeah.
Okay. Bro. Object.values players.onmap7 for each, and that's how I can reference a for each of an object. Gosh darn it. Wait. For each, then value, we're going to arrow function a thing to happen. But we also need to, since we're creating a for loop, we need to encapsulate an end line. Right? Am I doing this wrong? I gotta read. What are you guys saying? Key values, player that isn't setting, blah blah blah, chicken dinner. You can also do a for each. It works on objects.values. That's so cool. Object.values, players on map 7 for each, value arrow function. For const player of object.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to get rid of the for loop.
We're not doing a for loop?
No, for each will look at everything.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then we just arrow function this data, like Shiloh says. Hold on, but why is it telling me syntax? My brain gains. My brain gains! Console log that for each to see exactly what it's retrieving. That's a good idea. Let's add a console log. But I gotta figure out why I'm getting this weird... why isn't it...
Frag tells you put value instead of... You have the parentheses. Too many parentheses right there. Value. delete the last parentheses and put it with your closing brackets. No.
What are you talking about?
Put the last parentheses with your closing. No. On the other side. Yep. Right there.
Right here?
Yeah. There you go.
Oh. And then you can run whatever you want in there.
Right.
Syntax.
Sorry, I was sounding strange because I'm looking over at Drifty's computer and mumbling.
She's got a microphone in front of her. It's like primed and super cool.
Yeah.
She's 3 foot away, leaning her back against the chair, looking at me.
And mumbling.
Like,
sorry guys, sorry.
sounds like Mitch McConnell.
Oh gosh. How about them Yankees?
Who watches baseball anymore?
I don't know. Who does watch baseball anymore? Is that a thing to do? Do people do that?
Some people. Okay, let's console log. Of course it's gonna crash, but like, you know, so what? Like, we'll just see what the console says, right? My dad does. This is sports?
We're not trying to bash people that do watch it. Just, I don't know of anybody that watches baseball. I remember when I was really young, my dad took me to a baseball game and he was super excited. He grew up in the Bronx and it was like a thing to go to the Yankee Stadium and watch the Yankees play baseball. And so he took me and my brothers, and I just remember being so incredibly bored and wishing they would just shoot a ball into the impossibly high stands that we were in, because they were like the cheapest tickets that you could buy, because that would be something exciting. In fact, I kind of just wanted to like jump over the balcony because it was so boring. But I was only like 8. I think baseball is probably boring to every 8-year-old.
All right, it's gonna crash. We know this.
Frag says, Drifty, you have a problem with your brackets. Look below line 467. Oh yeah, you do have a red screamy thing at you.
All right, I mean, obviously it's gonna be right here. So let's see what we have got going on right here. We've got this encapsulation, which is terminating where? In the wrong spot. It should be one farther down.
So you're missing one. 1, 2.
No, I've got one too many.
Oh, you have one too many.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. This one should be encapsulating all of that. No, I'm missing one somewhere. It's all good. This opens and closes there. This opens and closes there. Then we have a random closer. This one's not supposed to be there.
43 programmers, that's a lot. That would be great. Line 467, Frag says.
I think I got it already.
Okay.
All right. Let's give her a go. Let's see what it spits out. That's what she said. Okay, hey, you know what's happening? Since the server hasn't been restarted and we haven't done our garbage collection, the object is still holding the values of every character that I've tried to log in with. Which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. We obviously need to do some garbage collection, and when a player logs out, leaves the maps, or crashes, or anything like that, they need to be removed from that object. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to do that yet, because I'm going to let it keep calculating and trying and make it try to draw a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Value is not defined. Now we have an error on...
But you can see value right there, so where isn't it defined? That's weird.
It says 455. Value is not defined. That's fine. let's go to 455. Boom. Push value.
Oh, it's out of scope.
It is out of scope because this is closing right here. This needs to be included in this whole thing, right?
Maybe.
Let's just
Don't ask me about scope. I'm desperately bad.
Come on now.
That's what finally got me to give up and stop looking at my follower plugin.
This one is supposed to be game map. Nope, it's not. I need another one. Am I messing something up here? This goes in here. Then this goes in here. Yeah, I've got some mess happening now because I'm trying so many different ideas. Wait, why do I have another thing? Oh, I can just cut this out. I've got some weird shit happening. I'm gonna put this on the clipboard. Go to the graveyard of code that I have removed. Okay. Encapsulate, consoling. What do I need this for? Oh, that was just another way to do it. Hold on, let me undo that. I'll leave that. These players don't need that at all, right? Because we took that out. Progress. I feel like I have duct tape over my mouth and sometimes remove it to help when absolutely necessary. Thank you, Shiloh. I appreciate that.
We appreciate the help.
I do. Yeah, I really do.
Quite a lot.
So we're trying to get this console log to happen, but then we have all this stuff that we're going to run.
We have some kind of bracket error happening again.
Yeah. Why don't I just comment out stuff here? It's going to crash, however, like I just want to see this console log. So this opens and closes, so then we should have this line closing next. This shouldn't be there. Oh no, it should, because this opens and closes. What is happening? What is happening? It's a good question. Suppose we do that then? No, I have some weird shit happening. Forgot the parenthesis in 451. It's delayed though. Ah, yes. Boom for value. That's what it was. Damn it. I want this and then this and then this. Right? And then I can get rid of this. This opens and closes. This is going to go up to game map. This is going to go up to switches, and we don't need this. And then this one is going to go up to that, which we do need that. Alright, maybe that'll work now. Just to give us a console log. It's going to crash here. It's going to be like, player is undefined. Right? Let player. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. It's all good. It's all good. Still having fun. Dash Okiodo. Perfecto, bonito, precisio, precisio. Precioso. Dirk. Update of undefined. Go ahead and pass. And then what line? 480. Alright. What's our console say? It spits them all out. It spits all the values out. And the object is still going to know what that... It remembers everybody that tried to log in, because we're not removing them at all. So I feel like I've made progress today. I feel like I've made progress. Even though I haven't got anything to show, I feel like I've learned a bit about object manipulation and stuff. Waffles still got cast, only 3rd week. Next week, if good, I'll get a new cast.
Aww.
So over this bulk.
That
man.
Sucks. Sorry to hear that, man.
My dad is not a cast. I'm not a part of your system. That sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. Maybe next week. Alright. Okay, so we know what is console logging. That's great. Now inside of here, I guess we can take this data. Let's copy this data and put it in here. That's what she said.
Sir Lagna flaming. He says, Waffles, is Vino hacking the X-ray machine to make it still look bad?
It's possible. I will never doubt Vino. All right, do we need all of this? Let's see here. I want to keep this console log. I like it. It's a good console log. It's my favorite console log. It's a kind of console log that consoles the log properly. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! No, it's these cables.
Yeah.
We have to buy new cables.
We have to buy new cables.
Okay, we're gonna look that up.
I didn't even touch them.
It's going
my
crazy.
Desk moved,
it's going
that's
crazy.
all.
It's your foot.
Oh.
I think it's this.
Okay. All right. I can move this back.
Or it's this.
Here we go. All
I'm gonna
better.
find which one.
It's this, I think.
It's either this or this, but we can buy another.
Is it doing it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep. All right, it's fine now. Okay, at least we've identified a problem.
This one goes out a lot, actually. This wouldn't be the first time we've replaced it.
No, that's the original.
Oh, it is?
That's the original piece that came with the Blue Yeti Pro.
Okay, well, let's replace it then.
Yeah, let's find a replacement. I forgot what it's called, but it is an XLR splitter. It's the 5-pin to paired 3-pin XLR splitter. We'll get it. New member, Shiloh is joined as a member.
Hey,
thank you so much.
Shiloh.
Thank you so much, Shiloh. Appreciate that. I want to try this. I want to try to get it to just draw draw the sprites again. Because now that we've defined what value is, we're doing for each. It's spitting all of this out. So it should do that and then, console log and then do all of this crap as well. Let's just go ahead and see what happens. I mean, why not, right? Why not? A boogie boogie boogie. A boogie boogie boogie.
A boogie.
A boogie boogie boogie. Okay,
Big
save.
Boogie. A big giant boogie.
It might be a problem, and I may have to restart the server. That way, the object doesn't have. It may not be trying. So it's not trying to draw characters that are not on the map, because I haven't done any, like I said, garbage collection, and it's still thinking that every character that I've tried to log in as is still on the map, essentially. Okay, so it drew it. It's drawing it. You see that? So when I move and I update on move, it's definitely going to crash because we haven't done any changes to update, and it wasn't working. So crash. But It like legit drew something. It drew stuff, right? It drew at least one sprite. That's progress, man. Let me go to the update and try to do something similar on the update. Frag says, but at least it's drawing shit now. Yep, I totally agree with you. Shiloh's never joined anybody as a member, and
wow.
We are honored to have you as the first.
That's amazing.
Person, our first channel that you join. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Let's copy our progress on the intermap and have that go to the update as well. Suppose I can delete this bit of code.
I wondered where you went, Vino.
Vino, don't leave me.
Vino was on a phone call.
Never leave me.
He had important things to do. He had to have his people talk with other people.
Because I'll find you.
I tell Drifty that all the time.
Yeah, it's that one meme.
I'll be with you forever.
No, it's that one crazy lady on Discord.
And now she played the crazy lady back then, but now every movie she plays, she's like this dainty, quiet, like super prim and proper.
Hold on, let me find it. I'll find you.
It's American Pie.
It's the first one.
There she is.
It's this one. I'll find you. Look at the look at the end, Watcher. Oh no.
It's great.
She's a good actress. She's a good actor.
She is.
Let's scratch out this for loop stuff as well. I'm gonna leave the other. Every now and then I gotta clean up so many lines of code that get removed, routed. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. Let's skip the update. Do I need the update? I don't know if I need the update alias. Let's not use it at first and add it later if we need to. The refresh thing. Anyway, let's go to update map. Inside of here, I'm gonna paste that in, and I'm gonna just do a little comment out this stuff. It's typically my workflow. I don't delete my code at first. I comment it out, and then when I feel like it should not be there anymore, I just paste it onto a text file in case I still need it. Never know when I still need it. This is closing there. This is closing there. Well, okay, I'm missing one. I need to do a thing where I go like this, I believe. Oh, I'm also missing this and this. Yeah. Because for each is doing all of that shit. Drifty's workflow is creating dead code. One day we will make him join HiveMind. Shadow says, I love seeing how people work with learning. I mean, I like watching people work on their project too. Like while I'm working on mine, I like to see. Quite often I'm like, why are they doing that though? I'm like, why?
Oh, I'm sure people are doing that.
So I know how they feel.
Positive that's happening.
Yeah, I get it. Polkalatte says it only lets me super chat and super sticker. I don't think it shows membership to everybody, and I don't know why.
That's weird.
Shiloh says, countless times I've thought repository instead of commented code. That's why I tease you, because if I didn't, I would be complaining. Let it out. Just let it out. It's fine. It's all good. I'm a big boy. I can take it. I dish out criticism and I can take it. Still drawing. Crashing on update. Char sprite is not defined. Okay, let's go to update and look at what's actually happening. What line was that again? Let's find out. 495. Char sprite, char index. Well, because we're not sending char sprite and sprite index on move. But if we want to redraw the sprite then and there every time, like creating it every time you move, maybe we don't need to do that, right? Maybe we don't need to do that. Like on the update, like we won't need to set the character name, the event ID of the character name. We don't need to set animation true. Maybe we do need to set their animation to stepping to true. Not if they were created with it true, though. We do need to set the position, but not the image, right? We need to add that and then set the position. We don't really need to be console logging this. So we're creating the sprite. We're still creating the sprite. But the reason why we do this, Sir Legna, is because when you press escape and go to your menu and you come back, they're all gone again. Like it deletes everyone. So they have to move to draw again. And like, this is obviously not the best way to do what we're doing. But right now, I'm not looking for the best way. I'm looking for any way to make it so that people can walk around and not crash each other. And I can see people moving around. Just wait until my plugin. You haven't even seen my final form yet. Yes, I need a plugin specifically made for this, Sir Legna. Thank you so much. Alright, I just took some stuff out that would, obviously gonna crash it. Let's see if what I left in is sufficient enough to just have it follow and trail me. Trail me, bro. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Regardless of if we take out everything we ever made and put other stuff back in, we learn along the way, and that's what's important to me. I want to get better. Still drawing. Oh, it's not crashing. It doesn't crash on the move, but the character doesn't follow me. What is our client or our console saying for here? Nothing. Nothing's happening. But it's not crashing. But I mean, this isn't a step further. I mean, as far as like tangible what we can show, we had a tracer following us. How many game events do you have? That's a great idea. I need to know that. I can't see my keyboard. 23. It's not naming. Why does it not? Now, at one point I was able to do it. I was able to set the index to be something, to be the name, ._events. Evnets. Great. There it is. It is setting it in the underscore events. There we go. Look at that. It made an event for every character that was supposed to be on the map. They're all stacked on the same spot. They all look the same, and we haven't like specified the way they look because we need to pass in more data and store it into the object. Check that out. It's strange though if you do game map .events function right here, it doesn't show you the ones that you pass into the underscore data. But it does give you these new events that are actually there. It just is not drawing those unless we tell it to draw those. So watch, you see he's there. If I press escape and come back, he gone, yo. That's why we need to draw the event. And if it's following us, it would draw us again. No, there's not a problem with it adding... There's not a problem, Tiger, with it, like, it's not adding the same thing twice. I'm already checking to see if the player is named something, so you can't have two people with the same name. That's all SQLized and checked into the SQL database. The thing I have to do is called garbage collection. I need to remove entries from the object whenever a player leaves the map, like transfer event, or they crash, or any way that they could possibly not be on the map but have been on the map at one point. So it's garbage collection. I just haven't set that up. We haven't got there yet. When we get there, we'll do it. With my... Oh. I'm using a weapon. I must escape. That is... oh, an attack replace. Can't use that weapon. Use the Crystallis. It's not as strong, but it is cool. Explore the desert. What? Same thing. Escape. Okay, hold up. Equip. I got a little piece of code in here that just gives me all the items in the game. Give me the Kraken Club. It's supposed to hit a bunch of times. I wonder if it still works. I made it in MV and I transferred it over. Attack him! Bang! Bang! Oh, it doesn't do the 8 attack. Bang! Bang! But it still whips some ass, boys. All right, that's it. Guys, I've got to go. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Keep following on Dogecoin. Let's see what happens to Dogecoin. I know Vino is highly invested. I already sold my Doge and made profit on it, and I don't think I'm gonna go back in unless it dips really low. But people are hype-poo about it right now. I'm looking at ITRM. I think ITRM is going to be my big money maker. I have my highest investment in that, in my small PP portfolio.
Yeah, same.
But I've made a lot of progress today in my own mind. I've learned things. I've realized I can use for each. I can manipulate objects as if they were arrays. I just have to do some object manipulation first. So that's very good. Big shout out to Shiloh. New member to the channel. Join us on Discord, Shiloh, and everybody else. Links in the description below. Please let us know. Please let me know if you're a Patreon backer and you haven't gotten that role. It should automatically add it if you linked it, but if you didn't link it, then it won't do it. So you have to tell me, and I'll add that role to you and give you the green font inside the Discord. Yeah, love you guys very much. We'll see you guys on Monday, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing more fun stuff. We have first impressions. We have all kinds of other things. And love you. Bye.
Bye.
It says no data over here. Did I just get disconnected?
Maybe.
That would be like ideal. Am I still live? Look at it. It says no data. As if I'm not streaming. But my OBS is definitely sending.
Well, I can check actually. It looks like you're still live.
You are live.
Yeah, you're live.
Wow, that's a YouTube thing. Okay, now it just changed back. It says excellent connection.
Huh.
That was very weird.
Very strange times,
very weird,
guys.
bro.
Strange times.
Very weird, bro.
It's when Dogecoin makes a profit. Strange times.
How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody?
And GameStop, which would go out of business otherwise, is now what? Like on one of the top lists of stock thingies.
I've been playing this, so it's like random things that I don't think anyone got.
Yeah, Drifty often, when I finally start talking over here, he often plays things over me.
It's okay. It was very kind of quiet. I turned it down. I'm still trying to get the audio levels right.
Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in.
Oh, that's much louder.
Everybody, thank you so much.
Let's do something good at the end.
We confused Shiloh. Yeah, he's got this funny little keyboard, MIDI keyboard, and he does a sample at the beginning of the show. And yeah, he's still. He always does it. Always.
We confused Shiloh.
She does it now. Oh my
Drifty.
god.
No, wait. Drifty.
Oh, that sounded cool. Don't change it.
Drifty.
Oh.
Drift.
Oh, I think it'll sound cool this one. Oh, this is cool. Oh, no, it needs to be changed. It's too loud.
Drifty is Raisin Bran.
I love it. Nice.
Drip, 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 drip.
Oh, it's crazy.
Drip, drip.
It's like drip, 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 drip.
Drip, 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 is Raisin Bran.
Obviously.
Ooh, we're making like some techno music now.
Drip, is Raisin Bran. Drip, 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 drip,
No, not
is
techno.
Raisin Bran.
Damn
Drip, drip,
it.
drip, drip.
You tricked me.
Drip, is right. Drip, is drip, drip, is drip, 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 drip. Drip, 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 drip. Drip, 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 drip. Drifty is right. Drifty is right. Drifty is right. Drifty is Raisin Bran. Drifty is Raisin. Drifty is Raisin Bran. 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 Drifty is right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Turn on caret browsing. Have you ever seen this? T. Turn on caret
Carrot browsing?
browsing. You can navigate pages with a text cursor.
Nope, never saw it.
Press F7 to turn off.
I've never seen it before in my whole life.
Cancel. I don't think I meant to do that if I did it. Just do it. I need to update the thumbnail thing. Change the thumbnail to the one that it currently has so that it shows properly. It's a weird thing, but it just does the thing.